Hi guys, how you doing? Before we begin, I just want to let you know that I just started a Discord server where we can just discuss pop culture and stuff. If you can want to ask me questions and like my opinions on certain movies, or I can ask you and stuff, if we can just have a civil discussion, or at least I hope it'll be civil, and it'll just be a fun place to talk, you know? And if you want to read my thoughts on movies in general that are completely unfiltered, I have a letterboxd account. Both of these things are in the description below. With that out of the way, enjoy the video.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
44 seconds of logos. Birds fly away to signify danger cliché.
Usually your cliche sins are ridiculous, but I really don't understand this one. Don't birds in real life do exactly that? You're basically saying it's a sin for movies to do something that happens in real life. That's like complaining that water puts out fires.
Also, chimps are terrible about knowing when humans are in their jungle.
Or these people have trained really hard to make sure these chimps won't notice them.
You only get one shot.
One shot is all I need.
You only get one shot is all I need cliché.
See, this is what I was just saying 2 sins ago. This is a line of dialogue that appears in a lot of movies, and it's apparently a cliche. How is it an overused trope that has lost its original meaning?
Monkey decides to freak out and break loose at the exact same moment James Franco is pitching the sensitive money people on funding his monkey drug.
First of all, calling this chimpanzee a monkey. Second of all, you're presenting this as if Bright Eyes just decided to snap now when she could have before this, but that's not true. Caesar was just born, and she's afraid that these scientists will hurt him. She's not breaking loose, she's protecting her baby. And even if you want to say the timing of this happening along with Will announcing the 112 was convenient, that's just a fact, not a sin.
These guys should have way more training, expertise, and common sense than to do this shit. These are discount actual monkey scientists.
Then to do what? What is wrong with the way these guys are handling her? You know they want her out of the cage, right? You just said it. Will's presenting the 112, and they need Bright Eyes out to prove their case.
Guards full-on murder the ape with people in the room. They don't have tranquilizers? Also, security guard shoots potentially dangerous monkey instead of sleeping. Or sleeping.
That's actually standard practice. Shooting her is a lot safer of an option since they don't want her hurting anyone else.
Oh, come on. They get a bunch of wild apes, conduct millions of tests, are there with them every day for hours and hours, and they didn't know Bright Eyes was pregnant?
Apparently, it can be really difficult to tell if a chimpanzee is pregnant. Yes, they do lots of tests, but none of them are specifically designed to detect that.
Certificate of appreciation.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Monkey conveniently bonds to human just as human is about to kill monkey.
What exactly made you think that Will was going to kill Caesar here? Also, are you seriously going to spend this entire video calling these animals monkeys? The movie literally has the word ape in the title.
Right away, Caesar displayed.
Whoa there. He's just gonna start narrating like we haven't sat through 14 minutes of movie already?
Now that's just bull crap. You send narration in literally every single movie, so why does it matter if 14 minutes have passed? If it started at the beginning, you would have sent it there too. I can guarantee that. Not to mention, it's not even narration. Will's recording his scientific discoveries onto his computer, which is a pretty clever way to relay information to the audience. It's similar to how Jake Sully explained information by recording vlogs in Avatar.
Also, 3 years later? He kept a monkey hidden in a residential neighborhood for 3 fucking years?
Yes. Also, stop calling them monkeys.
And no one ever looks at their neighbor's windows. Ever.
Are you telling me that you just decide to look at other windows? Then again, you did admit in your Toy Story video that you spy on your neighbors.
And plays chess pretty well.
Will carries around a chess piece so that he can reflect dramatically on this point while recording his notes.
Jeremy points things out on the screen, cliche.
Scientist running out of time and patience with his father's disease tests his theories on his own flesh and blood.
Despite criticizing this movie for narrating, Jeremy is literally narrating what is happening in the movie.
Stealing is only wrong when you're not motivated by Alzheimer's.
I don't think we're supposed to see this as right, especially because this leads to Caesar using them to make the other apes smarter, which I'm sure Will didn't want to happen.
Open window causes no concern for Will, even though there's a wandering chimp in the house.
Well, Caesar so far has been pretty respectful to stay where he's supposed to be. We haven't gotten to the incident where he tries to fix a bike yet.
Also, no surprise, open window allows Caesar to escape during crucial part of the plot. Also, Monkey only notices open escape window after ignoring it all night long. Guess it wasn't time to escape yet.
This proves that you're not paying attention. The only reason Caesar got out is because he saw Bicycle's belt get loose and he wants to fix it. You're presenting this as if he wanted to escape before now, but he has had no reason to yet.
Won't happen again. Damn right it won't.
Carbon copy asshole neighbor is carbon copy.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame him for being upset. From his perspective, a random chimpanzee just came into his backyard and started tampering with a bicycle.
He likes you.
Frida Pinto is not my girlfriend, wife, and mistress in this. Oh, just match my online dating profile to her already.
Man, these old sins were creepy.
Andy Serkis isn't winning an Oscar in this scene.
Totally agree.
So, for 5 years, Will's been taking Caesar to the Redwoods, and this is the first time there's been an incident? Or anyone who has ever noticed a freaking chimp being taken into the Redwoods?
That first question is valid, but the second one is odd, because there's literally no evidence that nobody ever noticed him before. You're just making an assumption based on nothing.
Caesar, this is where I work.
No one here will see you, a monkey, in this car in the parking lot, because scientists are unobservant.
Why are you just assuming people would look at this car and see Caesar? I would think they'd be too busy to notice. Also, we're just gonna go ahead and add 15 more sins for all the other times you call these apes monkeys. I'm getting sick of pointing it out every time.
Haha, original Planet of the Apes reference.
Okay. So it's a sin to reference the original movie? How does that make the movie bad? You literally said in your Monsters Inc. video that the sins in these movies are on the quality of these films. So can you please explain yourself?
This honking driver is oblivious to the absolutely amazing, terrifying scene directly in front of him.
What? Isn't that exactly why they honk the horns?
It's animal control, not a f***ing ambulance, right?
Some animal control cars do have sirens, and I feel like they should still call an ambulance for a guy's finger literally getting bitten off, just like Frodo. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't reference that.
Is it bad that I knew the evil animal shelter guy was going to be Brian Cox before I even knew he was in this movie?
No, but it is bad that you consider that a sin of this movie.
Thank goodness San Francisco has a close-by monkey sanctuary handy. Otherwise, this movie would have been a lot of driving.
Again, you're just pointing out what's happening in the movie. I'm still waiting on the explanation for why this is a problem.
Monkey Truman Show.
Arbitrary movie reference.
Hey Tom, you know that character Malfoy you play in the Harry Potter series? Just do that.
That's probably why they cast him, because he's amazing at playing a bully. Also, did anyone else hear that weird glitching towards the end of that sin?
Now you hardly ever show.
So, is there a reason why the business-minded Jacobs has kept him on the payroll? Especially after the disaster in the beginning of the film? Hell, they nearly fired him on the spot then.
Hey, Warner Brothers kept both Ezra Miller and Amber Heard in their movies, and they've done far worse things. Screw Warner Brothers is what I'm saying.
I treated my father with it. It does work.
Brilliant scientist isn't fired immediately when his boss finds out he stole a 3-year-old drug and gave it to his father.
Probably because it worked on his father, like he said.
I'll give you whatever you need.
Medical boss just believes his scientist when he says his dad was cured with stolen drugs and orders new testing, without actually verifying that the drug actually works by looking at any data. Because big money decisions are always made that way.
Why would Will lie to him? And I'm sure he wants it out so he can sell this cure as quickly as possible.
Aerosol delivery in place.
They used to give the monkeys the 112 by injecting them, but with the 113 they have this fancy Green Goblin aerosol delivery chamber system, which is only so they can infect the snarky lab assistant guy and have a cool everything goes wrong moment.
I honestly don't remember a scene that shows them injecting the 112. How do you know it wasn't done in this way?
That is a fucking sweatshirt. He just ripped off Caesar's body clean, like he was doing the tablecloth trick. Not possible.
Just like it's not possible the apes can suddenly become as smart as humans by having chemicals injected into their bodies.
Draco Ex Machina.
Yeah, no.
Guy who sneezes blood tells no one and doesn't go to the doctor so that he can die later in the story.
You think there aren't people in real life that do exactly that? And he later goes to Will and tries to explain what's happening. Plus, even if he did go to the doctor, we've never been shown a cure for the 113, so he's screwed no matter what.
Hey girls, let's go pound some beers at the animal shelter. Doesn't that sound like a place where everyone has fun and gets laid?
Clearly this guy wants to show off his job and have fun messing with these apes. That's why he electrocuted one of the cages and they all started freaking out.
Name's Cornelia.
Haha, original Planet of the Apes reference.
Another one. Also, how come you didn't mention when Dodge said this place was a madhouse just like Taylor did in the original film? If you're just pointing out all the references, then he missed one.
I'm rooting for Caesar, but there's pretty much no way he could have taken this knife.
Okay. Oh, that's it? You just leave it at that? Why couldn't he get that knife? Can you elaborate further? You just say this and expect your audience to go along with it. Though I guess they do, since you have 9 million subscribers.
Also, how did he figure out what looked like a regular bottle opener also served as a pocket knife?
Caesar has been living with humans for 8 years now. He probably saw a pocket knife before.
Oh, now you're gonna seek help about your medical problem.
And doesn't this debunk that earlier sin? Oh, you're just doing it so you can pad the sin count. Got it.
Who the hell are you?
Also, convenient asshole comeuppance cliche.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you saying this guy deserved to die? All we've seen him do is get upset that Caesar was in his backyard and when Will's father was driving his car. Well, yes, he got unreasonably angry. I think his anger was justified.
Will gives up way too quickly after being rejected by Caesar. I mean, we know Caesar has moved on, but Will doesn't.
What else can he do? Will respects Caesar's intelligence, so if he doesn't want to leave, then there's no reason to fight him on that.
Caesar wins over all the apes with a bag of Chips Ahoy.
Even more, pointing things out on the screen.
We interrupt this Planet of the Apes reboot to bring you the beginning of 2001.
Arbitrary movie reference.
How the f*** did Caesar know that this would work? Shit, a human being in his position looking at strange cans in the fridge wouldn't know for sure that jamming a knife in the cans would create a slow enough release that rolling the canisters down the hall would infect all the apes.
He knew because when he took them out of the fridge, he opened one of them up and it sprayed. And I feel like literally anyone could figure out that this would work.
Dude sees apes totally conspiring, but so the movie can continue, shrugs it off.
Do you think this guy should immediately assume that these apes have suddenly become intelligent literally overnight? Because if not, what else do you think he'd be thinking right now?
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn dirty ape!
Or filthy mudblood, am I right?
Arbitrary movie reference.
Okay, that shit is f***ing awesome. I'm taking a sin off for that right there. Also, Caesar's gonna count to 5, and then he's gonna start beating the shit out of you over a f***ing billfold. Caesar does what Harry Potter took 8 movies to not do.
While I appreciate that you removed the sin for this scene, sadly, I have to sin you because you played the wrong sound effects. I legitimately thought you added a sin for a second there.
Caesar does what Harry Potter took 8 movies to not do.
Are you saying Caesar intentionally killed Dodge here? Because all he did was spray water at him. Dodge was the one who killed himself by turning on the stun baton.
Apes moving through the trees remove roughly 90% of all the leaves.
Says this, even though there are still a lot of leaves in this shot.
You know where he's headed.
I know where he's headed, cliche.
How is that a cliche?
Sunglasses indoors.
I feel like 40% of this video has been pointing things out. Nice job.
Cool shot, but what was the plan?
Sending something you like.
And all the freed apes in San Francisco decided to hang back and save this one ape. Look, I know they're smart and all, but they're just wildly running through the streets. How do they even begin to know there's one lost chimp about to get captured by animal control?
Probably because Caesar noticed this and the other apes rallied up behind him.
They're on the bridge.
How the hell can you know that from here?
Why else would there be a police helicopter over there? And Carolyn right after this goes on to say that they're heading to the Redwoods, which is a pretty dang obvious assumption.
This attempted murder is somehow different from all the other potential murders they could have committed during the escape.
They have literally never killed another person before this, not including Dodge. So what are you even saying here?
Oh, okay. I guess this murder is fine then. Is this f***er King Kong or something?
He probably didn't get the memo. Though the real sin is that the ding sound played way too late there. Who edited this video?
Is this f***er King Kong or something?
That's racist.
A bunch of smart apes that just destroyed San Francisco are now taking residence in the Redwoods. I'm pretty sure that's the cue for the US government to start bombing Redwood National Park. Take that, nature.
Yeah, but there's a virus that's about to spread pretty soon, so these apes are the least of their problems.